he's comfortable in this role for now. The question is why. Do you think Jimmy Garoppolo thinks he's better than Trey Lance?
Probably. If he's really self-aware, he probably realizes that, what most people realize, maybe not most, but those that are really in tune with the team, which is he's better at the short, quick passes, getting the ball out quick, but that he is inferior in every other way. I mean, he's got to have some kind of reality. Now, pro athletes probably all think they're better than the person in front of them in general. So he might have a little bit of that where he thinks, and maybe that's why he came back. Maybe he thinks there's going to be a point when Trey Lance either, knock on wood, gets hurt or he can't carry the team. And now here comes Jimmy back to save the day. Maybe that's what's going on in his head. I would imagine as a professional athlete, he probably thinks he's superior to Trey in some ways. Hopefully he's aware enough to know that he's not superior when it comes to athleticism, running, going deep, things of that nature. But I don't know. He probably does think he's better than Trey Lance.
Yeah, I wonder how much self-awareness Jimmy Garoppolo really has. Like, does he understand that he kind of missed an opportunity as a franchise quarterback and didn't do as well as he could have, and that's why he's a backup, or that he got railroaded and he's getting pushed aside because of Kyle Shanahan's ego and some young guy's potential? But really, if they're being honest, then you go with the best quarterback available. It's Jimmy. I think that's probably what him and his whole entourage thinks, that he's gotten screwed over because Kyle Shanahan can't take blame. And, there's always some guy with potential who's going to get an opportunity over a vet who's actually better than him. He probably does think that. And that's his problem. They say like so-and-so is his biggest critic. Not Jimmy at all. Jimmy is his biggest fan. Jimmy is Jimmy's biggest fan, and whoever he surrounds himself with it seems to be, you're the greatest, man. People don't understand. You're the greatest. Like, he thinks he's Tom Brady Jr. He's not. And I think that's a big reason why he never improved. He just never seemed that motivated to. I mean, like, how can you improve when you're already the best? When nothing's your fault.
Yeah, I mean, I think he probably does think he's better, but and he got screwed over. I think you're right there. And maybe that's why he came back to the 49ers. He thinks at some point he's going to get his opportunity to show everybody that Kyle Shanahan was wrong. Maybe that's why.
Doesn't it kind of feel like they are working against each other? Like, Jimmy wants to come in and play to prove that he was right and Kyle was wrong. And Kyle wants to keep Jimmy on the bench and have Trey work out so he could prove that he was right and Jimmy was wrong.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah. I mean, and on the same team.
Yeah. And the whole season has this weird, interesting dynamic now that Jimmy Garoppolo is back. It's great. It's great for business for you. There's going to be tons of stuff going on.
Callie Tremor says ego thing could be in play for Jimmy. Trey just trying to play the game and get better. Yeah. I just can't get over Jimmy, because we talking to John Lynch the other day. He kept saying, like, look, we were talking to teams and then we didn't know, and he just had the surgery. Like, it's not that, sure, the Niners thought he didn't need surgery and Jimmy disagreed. That's fine. Second opinion is Jimmy's body. It's his deal. You didn't tell him. You just did it. What is that? How do you do that? It's fair for the Niners to be like, dude, you made us look bad, man. Not only did you ruin an opportunity to trade, you made us look like we're incompetent. And now the whole league knows that you don't communicate. That hurts your value and our ability to trade you, man. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I think there's a lot working against Jimmy, and that's part of it. Not communicating, having the surgery when they were in a position to trade him. There's a lot of things working against him. His limited skill set. I think Jimmy Garoppolo was probably 24th best quarterback in the NFL, maybe the first top backup, top three for sure. And I just think the league has kind of figured it out. There's the fan base. There's a segment of the 49ers fan base that hasn't figured out that Jimmy has his limitations, but I think the NFL has figured that out already.
Yeah, and it's like, just with his win-loss record, his completion percentage, his numbers, I understand some people being like, why is there no market for Jimmy Garoppolo? Well, again, if you look at how down on him Kyle Shanahan is, and you start to listen and hear that he had a surgery without telling the team, he doesn't communicate with his team, that is not the actions of a starting quarterback. If you want to be a starting quarterback, you can't do stuff like that. Those are the actions of a guy who's cool being a backup. from now on. To me, guy who's banked $110 million and is like, you know what? I like the lifestyle. I want to have my own life in the offseason. If that means I can't be a franchise quarterback, so be it. I have $100 million. So what? I'm not calling you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do what I want. Okay. Well, we're going to go with Trey then because he'll call us. He's not going to spring a surprise surgery on us. At least we think. I mean, I still can't get over that, man. You didn't even
if you look at the top quarterbacks in the NFL, they're all want to be they either are or they want to be heavily involved in the offseason with everything. Like Aaron Rodgers wants to be in the draft room, right?
Yeah.
Tom Brady will restructure his contract, take lower pay in order to get more people in.
Tom Brady wants to own the team, coach the team, he wants to do everything.
Yeah.
Jimmy's like, can you just call me when the season starts? Like, nah, man, that's not how we do it around here.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a big part.
I asked Kyle like what he thought of Trey's offseason, like all the work he put in and how impressed he was. He was like, it's what you expect. It's what you expect, which is the right answer. It's like, what do you want, a cookie? This is what it takes in the NFL. And the fact that the previous guy didn't get that after being around Tom Brady for 4 years is mind-boggling. I think the Niners just assumed it. He was around Tom Brady, Bill Belichick. He gets it. No. He's not. No. He was cool being a backup. He lives a backup lifestyle. Always has, always will. Backup lifestyle.
Yeah. There's no Mamba mentality with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I'm chilling the offseason. DJ Red says, you think Kyle will do the switcheroo quarterback situation like the Packers game? I hope so. A man can wish.
You're talking about like a package for Jimmy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the package would be. A quarterback sneak. If they brought him in for a quarterback sneak and he played one snap and it was a quarterback sneak, that would be so great. Quality touch. Thank you very much.